Okay, today I'm going to be talking about CGI. It's kind of changed over the years, opinion on it. It was like, oh, so cool, like about 10 years ago. Of course, with it not jumping into the uncanny valley. Of course, it's the sort of where it looks lifelike enough just to be creepy. But anyway, oh no, now it's kind of turned into a symbol of cheapness. Don't get me wrong, there is movies and projects. Of course, there's video games that use it well too, as kind of an accent. But it has become cheaper than traditional 2D animation, which is kind of sad because then there's this paranoia of even using it a little bit in a project if it's 2D. I get it. I know that it's kind of the same issue with AI. People are just, well, I mean, not really. AI, I'll test being different. But anyway, just it being cheap and then it just going everywhere. Like, don't get me wrong, Puss in Boots 2. That was great. But that's with a style, care, talent, effort towards it. And of course, I'm not against the indie side of it, using it for cheap works. Like, I remember this one movie, it's like a play on Little Red Riding Hood, called Hoodwinked, and they used CGI, but that was kind of interesting too, because they basically made the movie successful in the opposite of what animated movies that kind of suck do. Instead of putting full force into the animation, they put full force into the writing and used it. I'm not quite against that. There's also, of course, dozens of CGI animation artists on YouTube because, again, cheap. Well, it's gotten cheaper. It was pretty expensive back in the day. And it is an artistic tool. It can be used. It's kind of like, I know a lot of people haven't thought of it like this, but to me, stop motion is like CGI is like cyber stop motion, in my opinion. I think that's where it works best, where you're not really trying to mimic stuff completely. I am okay with that, I guess, in certain situations, like if you're wanting to show a historical figure's face. But yeah, I think that's the key to success. Make it stop motion, but cyber stop motion. I think that would be a good way to kind of differentiate a little bit from the bad, just lazy CGI projects, to the ones who actually want to use it as a tool, which I really feel bad for them. It's like, because again, there can be a good aesthetic, like Enter the Spider-Verse, if I remember right, was the name of. If I remember right, was the Spider-Man movie where they just threw everything at the wall. That looked cool. Full stop. And that's the second part of CGI that I think is really useful, is it kind of being a good accessory, too. Granted, I don't know how you do that with 2D animation, and it might be better as 2D. But yeah, signing off.